Hello. Hi guys. Sorry I was a little bit late. Hopefully not too late. Had to run to the store for a minute. So I started this morning before because it's back to school here. So I had to I started cooking up some of the rice, and I actually did the beans and everything. So I'll just show you what it looks like. What it's looking like is for the Taco Tuesday. So we sauteed some ground beef, organic grass-fed beef, and we added some taco seasoning to it, some chili beans, and some black beans, onions, and garlic, and this is all that's in here. Hey, Brooke, how are you? How are you this morning? Grand Rising, guys. Grand Rising. It's a beautiful day today. Beautiful. I already started. I got ahead of myself. Well, you all know me. I was waiting for my daughter because she's got a science project and she had to get it into the bus. And so I ran to the store. So I was a couple minutes late coming here. But yeah. There's like, I just realized there's 2 cups of coffee here. Okay. What I'll do is I'll save this one. Somebody must have made a cup and did not drink it. That has to be my son. So I'll just drink the other one. So have you all had your coffee yet? I had espresso this morning. Let me tell you, 5:30. Oh, God. 5:30 wasn't a good thing for me. I tell you what, it was not a good thing. You're good? That's good. So, yeah, 5:30. Sending kids out the house, pulling their bed sheets, spraying them with water, back to school. No, I only do that a couple times, and it's actually when for my little one, when when they can't get up. But it's back to school. They've been on vacation for like 11 days now. So, but yeah, I'm doing laundry, doing my kids' bed sheets. Well, you'll know me. I do it. I do once a week. I do their bed sheets in the summer. I do it twice a week. But around this time of year, I only do it like once a week. So doing laundry, cooking, cleaning, doing it all before I go to work. And then doing it all again at work. Right? So, yeah. It's basically like working 2 jobs whenever you are a mom. For those of you that are moms, cooks, hair cutters, deep cleaners, they do it all. Y'all know me. Do it all. Do it all. So, let me see if I can get my glasses on. I'm going to drink this coffee that he left here. I guess I'll drink my seltzer water later on today. So, yeah, I've already started the beans and everything. Let me go get my glasses because yesterday, guys, I was like this the whole time. And it gave me a headache throughout the day. And so I said, no, I'm not doing it again. Not doing it again this time. So let me see if I can do this. Hang on. Put my glasses back on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Okay. So you're doing good? All right. I'm just going to give it a couple minutes, guys, for everybody to hop on. I think I said 11 on my thing. I don't remember. I did a little preview this morning about Taco Tuesday, but I don't remember. I said 11 or 10. I have no idea. I can't remember. Hi, Sahel. Hello. How are you? So hopefully all of you are doing great this morning or this, yeah, beautiful day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Let me show you. I woke up to this. Well, actually, it was dark when I got up, foggy and dark. And look how beautiful it is now. It's just cleared up nicely. And I fed my girls. My chickens were fed. See my chickens? Chickens were fed. They got their waters. I could probably get their waters again one more time. And then when the little monsters get home, they'll feed them again. You gonna go out, girl? All right, let's go out. And we got the incubator going. Got the incubator going on. Hopefully, look how big those eggs are. Those are gonna be ducks. They're gonna be ducks. So hopefully we'll see them hatch here in a couple days. I'll show you guys what they look like. All right, let's get you out, girl. Go get your pee-pee. Go pee-pee. All right. Smells like a cat has been in here. That's what it smells like. Yeah, very nice. So I got my chickens, got everything clean, as you can see, swept and mopped, and all I got left to do is bathrooms, and I just started cooking about an hour ago. And I said, let me hop on so y'all can see what, Taco Tuesday looks like in my house. I was supposed to go live showing you guys how to do all the things, but I must confess, that is disgusting. Did you get that comment, Brooke? So anyway, I get these weirdos coming in here. That's good. So anyway, we got this. Let me show you. We got them covered. We got the kids covered. The family's covered for tonight when they get home. Hubby's covered. I'm just going to cover this baby up. We got the rice, the beans, and the beef. All we got to do is add cheese, put them in burritos, tacos, whatever. I'm probably going to cook a couple of eggs. My youngest son, is a big fan of eggs. Like big fan of eggs. Hi, Harper. So, we will probably do that. So I'm going to put you guys down here. All right, sweethearts. Put you guys down here because I have got to take my vitamins that I've almost forgot. Almost forgot to take my vitamins. Hang on a second. Hang on a second, y'all. Hang on. Oh my goodness, what am I doing here? Forgot, I gotta do something. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for my baking soda, because who cleans their cutting board after cutting onions with baking soda and vinegar and soap? I do that just to disinfect. So whenever you cut anything on the board, it doesn't taste like onions and garlic. That's what I normally do. So I'm gonna see if I can get my. Oh, by the way, I did not make beans from scratch. I normally make beans from scratch whenever I make. Whenever I do the tacos. What am I doing here? Really, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? Oh, you know what would be good too? For these taco things, to make taco bowls. And then you can add, you can get like your favorite potato chip. If you don't have taco shells or burritos, you get like your favorite potato chip, like the little tiny chips. And you cut it open, and then you can throw in the beef with the beans. They call it walking tacos. Super quick and easy to make. So for Taco Tuesday, you don't have to make a meal. You can just do walking tacos. Let me see if I can put up a question here. What is your favorite? Let me see. What is your favorite? I'm trying to think. How do you call that? Topping, I guess, on your taco. There we go. There we go. Okay, so what is your favorite? If you're just hopping on, we're making Taco Tuesday, and one of the questions is, what is your favorite? What the heck? Hang on, I didn't set this right. Give me a second, guys. I didn't set this right. I don't know what the hell I did here. See, I don't understand none of this technical stuff, guys. I'm still learning. I guess my question is, lettuce, tomato, and cheese. Yep. See, we got lettuce, tomato, and cheese. Yum on your tacos. All right, let's see. We have shredded lettuce, so it'd be great. And I've got tomatoes. We're going to cut some tomatoes now. And we've got the onions and the meat in there. So I'm not going to do any onions because I'll make a mess. And then we got shredded cheese. Let's see if I can. Is there a way I can change it? I can't. It don't let me. Oh, man. It don't let me. Anyway, but I guess the question is, what is your favorite topping? Okay, so delete that. Okay. And the question is, what is your favorite topping on a taco? Something you cannot live without. You cannot go without. I know one of my things is I'm like Brooke, lettuce, tomato, cheese, but I like spice. So I like pickled jalapenos, right? So as you guys hop on, please say hey. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. And let me know what is your favorite topping on a taco. I have already started it off. I cheated, guys. I probably shouldn't have done it. But you know me, I can't help myself. If I'm just waiting in the kitchen for my daughter to get ready to go to school, I'm going to start doing something that's going to save me time, right? So that's just what I did. I think I know where I put the baking soda. In my laundry room. Good, Lily. Oh, thank you. Beautiful hair. Who said that? Ben is. Thank you. All right, let me go get the baking soda. Hang on. You don't need baking soda for this, even though I have heard people that cook beans in the crock pot or in the pressure cooker. If you add a little bit of baking soda, and now I do not use this baking soda. This is just a cleaning baking soda. But if you add a tiny bit of baking soda, about a fourth of a teaspoon or so, to the beans as they're cooking, it actually helps with bloatiness, or with gas and stuff. But that's just one thing I've heard. I don't know whether it's true or not. I have never done it, but that's what I've heard. So who puts a little baking soda in their beans as they're cooking? I don't know. I have no idea. I've never done it before. Let's see. Doc says baking soda is good for everything, especially, oh, absolutely. I take it on a daily basis in the morning. I take a little shot, but not this type of baking soda. I do the Bob, what do they call it? The Bob Mills, the guy in the picture. I put a little bit. I have it actually over here, but I put it in my my baking soda thing because I cook with it too. This is the only thing I cook with. But you put a fourth of a teaspoon of this in water and a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of cayenne pepper. Take a shot of that every morning with your coffee. Girl, this is good. This is good stuff. It actually tastes, let me tell you what it does. Well, you know how coffee has like acidity? It actually helps with the acidity of the coffee. Even though, try changing brands of coffee because a lot of coffee in the stores, they've been sitting there for months and it's kind of bitter. But I just recently bought a new machine, espresso machine, and I've actually turned to Italian coffee, an Italian espresso, like from Italy. Oh my gosh, it is life-changing. And it's not expensive at all, okay? But you cannot find it in the store. You cannot find it in the store, and it's just so good. It just, I'm telling you, it's not bitter at all. It tastes fresh. And I guess because I've been doing it with the baking soda afterwards or before, it doesn't hurt your stomach at all. Take, yep, apple cider vinegar too. And a pinch of salt. Yep, I use that. I'm telling you, I swear on it. Like, if I get a little bit of anxiety, want to get something like throughout the day, I just put a little bit of salt in my mouth because chances are, if you guys get anxiety, you've already ate, and it hasn't been like an hour or so, chances are you're dehydrated. Like almost like 90% of the time. But if you put a little bit of the baking soda, of the salt, the pure salt. I buy the pure salt. I actually order mines on Amazon because they don't have that in the store either. You can't even find it in the supermarket. I don't know if maybe a Whole Foods store has them, but they do not sell it. Let me show you guys what it looks like. For those of you that are just tuning in, let me show you what it looks like because I just got an order in. I don't know if I have, hang on. Yeah, I just got an order in. I have one open. I just do not know where I put it. Got my vinegar here because I'm gonna clean my cutting board. But I swear by this, and I normally buy this in packs on Amazon. I think it's like 3 packs for like 15 bucks. This is all I use. All I use. So if you're getting a little dehydrated, like I tell my kids, no Gatorade. Put a little of this in your tongue. Drink some water. Let your body absorb it, right? We all know what we're talking about. So, I love this channel. He tells us what to stay away from. Well, I'm not, thank you, dogs, but I'm not telling anybody what not to do. You can do whatever you want with your life. It's just, this is what I do for my family. Yeah. Let's get these people out of here because there's just some people that have to get attention. They just have to get attention. I'm just saying what I use for my house, for my family. Like I said, you can research on this. You can see this is probably one of the best salts. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't work for them. I don't make any money from this company whatsoever. This is what I use in my house, and I am as clear as water. So y'all know me. What I say here is because, or what I use is because I use it. Hi Eli, how are you? Welcome back. I saw you were here yesterday. Welcome back. So yeah, we were just having a little chat about, what we drink in the mornings to get going. And one of the questions actually was, I have to delete this because I do not know how to erase this thing here to reset it, the question thing. But the question is actually, what is your favorite topping on a taco? So what is your favorite topping on a taco? I hear you. Oh, yeah. There is some really bad food out there. Yeah, absolutely there is. But you know, it's up to people to make your own decision. I'm just saying, you know, that's what I do. That's what I would do. I would literally check everything in the store. You know, I used to be the kind of person I would just go to the store, buy what I need. I wouldn't even look at anything. I wouldn't read labels. I guess I've been, you know, as you get older, you start, I guess, you know, you start gaining more discernment, I guess. And so you start questioning things, checking things out, and you want to feed your kids and your family the best thing. So I always, you know, go for what is the best thing, even if it's maybe $1 extra. But hey, can I afford this? You know, and just go from there. Lovey says, I remember smart and strong. Oh, thank you, Chosen. You're so sweet. Thank you. Let's see, Garner says, that is the best salt. It is. And actually, I know the Celtic salt is actually one of the good salts too. But there was a lot of reports about the Celtic salt after it came out that it had iron or metals in it. I don't know if you guys remember this. I think it was like a month ago. And so I mean, I've never bought it because Celtic salt was like way more expensive than the real salt. So, but I did my research whenever I bought salt and I just started reading and I say, wait, what is the best salt? I know the ones in the store are not because everything in the store is bleached out and what do you call that? That has a name. Ionized. It's ionized salt, which is like powder salt, like bleach powder. So I was like, I know there's got to be a better salt. They do have the Himalayan salt, but the best of the best out of all the salt that I have found, because it has its minerals, is this one. It's the real salt. Because yes, salt has minerals, guys, and we all need them. It has a lot to do with the way you sleep, to the way you feel, to everything. It helps, you know, because you need salt. So, but it's got to be the good kind. The bad kind is what's altering our bodies, and it raises our pressure, right? And it messes us up. So we got to stay away from the bad stuff, right? You're always going to find good stuff, bad stuff everywhere. You just have to be able to use discernment. That's what I always say. Use your discernment. This is the one I use. I was going to show you guys. This is the baking soda that I normally use. I bake with this. I drink this. It's amazing. If you have any stomach issues, gone. I had a friend of mine, old friend of mine, rest in peace. Her mama, she passed on. She was about 70, almost 80 years old. Her mama used to make her take this, a teaspoon of this every morning, powder like not mixed with water, and then flush down with water. Okay. Because it does help with, if you have like acidity in your stomach or anything like that, it helps it calm down. So, you know, a lot of these old remedies and stuff have been out there for like years, and people are just starting to find out about it, you know. But they really have been around for many years. So yeah, so that's what we're cooking. So if you want to add some chips, let's say that you don't have any, let me show you guys what it looks like one more time. There you go. So this is just basically grass-fed ground beef from the store, or you can do it from your market or your butcher. Some nice olive oil, sear your meat, cook it up. Then you add some onions and garlic. Then you add a can of black beans washed and rinsed. And a can of chili beans. If you have any other kind of bean, you know, nothing wrong with that. If you have fresh beans, even better. I normally do with fresh beans, which takes me an extra hour. but I just wanted to do some quick. So I said, you know, I'll just throw in 2 cans of beans, washed and rinsed because I'm in a hurry. I got other things to do around the house before I go to work. So I said, you know, let's just do it this way. Uh, if it's AI pastor, pineapple goes good with it. Pineapple goes good with what? Yummy, right? Thank you, Audrey. Absolutely. I know he does. I know my Joshua loves me. You're amazing and have a great future ahead of you. Absolutely. You are too. You too, Audrey. Looks delicious, doesn't it? Good morning, Monte. How are you? Hi, Gunnar. That is the best salted carnivore. Yep. And see, I'm going back to the comments because I missed a couple of you guys. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yes, we are off to a good start. I saw that, Harper. Yeah, so this is what it is. So now you can add to the burritos. There you go. I made you hungry, Monfe. So you can add to this shredded lettuce, tomato, onions. We're actually going to do now. We're going to I'm gonna put you guys over here. All right, we're gonna cut some tomato. We're gonna cut us some tomato, and you know, they always say don't store your tomatoes in the fridge because it changes the flavor. But I put everything in the fridge, okay? Even my bread, I put in the fridge because it lasts longer. So, don't listen to me. You don't have to listen to me. This is just what I do. Again, people think, they assume when I say something, it has to happen, but no. You are free, my friend. You are free to do whatever you please. So, we're gonna cut us some tomato. Where is my, there we go. Here, you know what I forgot to do? I have some bok choy that hubby got me. And I probably should start cooking it before it goes bad. It's been like a day since he bought the bok choy. He loves bok choy. Thank you, guys. Hey, Eric. How are you? Hello, hello. Can you guys see me okay? I don't know if the lighting is... Wait. There we go. Let there be light. There we go. All right, I'm gonna wash the tomato. Put you guys over here for a minute. I'm just rinsing my cutting board because I put baking soda and vinegar. And then I let it sit for a couple minutes. And then I rinse it off. And that gets rid of like onion and garlic flavor. So I'm gonna try to do one board for things that don't stink a lot. And one for that does. So probably this will be like your bread board right here. Just got this board actually. Jesus, yes, I believe he is. Making bok choy not suck. Oh, well, see, with bok choy, I think it's the small one, the young bok choy. It's not as bitter as the big one. Or I think it's the bigger one. I can't tell the difference. I can't remember. But one or the other is more bitter than the other one. But hubby, because when you cook it, it actually shrinks just like spinach. It'll cook down to nothing. So even if you make like 4 batches of it, it'll cook down to nothing. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take this part out, the one with the seeds. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to have it pre-cut so when they get home, they can put their own toppings, because I already have the shredded lettuce from the store already shredded for me. Cut this out, give it to my chickens. They'll love it. And then they can poop me a plant, because chances are whenever you give them seeds, they'll poop you a tomato plant. All my plants that I have, my tomato plants outside, are from my chickens. They are great at doing their job. Absolutely great. Besides giving you the most amazing, delicious eggs. Let's see. I'll cut this out. Gotta gut this part out. That'll be one of their treats. I'm gonna put it in a bowl actually. See, whenever I'm cooking, anything that I feel like as I'm cooking, I give it to them. Except I don't give them don't ever give them potato skins. Or anything with avocado to chickens. It's actually very toxic. Not for us humans, but for chickens is. Are little tiny creatures, right? Little tiny creatures that got created. Am I working today? Yes, unfortunately I am. I'm back to work. This is why you see me in the morning, Eric. Because I am normally, these 2 weeks I've been so disconnected from social media. I mean, I've been on and off here and there. For those of you that follow me, they've been following me. But now it's back to the grind again. You know, like the first day back. Well, yesterday was my first day back. It was teacher planning day. So there was no kids at all. But the first week, it ain't too bad. Because there's still kids, you know, out with their families, out of state or whatnot for the holidays. But as they start coming back, the classrooms just start getting worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? But, oh well. It's a dirty job and someone's got to do it. And I'm just grateful that I have a job, right? We all have to be grateful for things. I mean, I have a job. I wish I wasn't 7.5 hours at my job. But unfortunately, that's just the kind of thing we have to do now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Eric. Yes, that is a heavy duty knife. Yeah, I love this knife. It's like one of my favorite knives of all time. All right, so we're going to get a bowl. And we'll get this one here. And we're gonna put our tomato. We're gonna put our tomato in there. All the diced tomato. This one had a lot of water. Boy. Had a lot of water. Are you happy that they got Maduro? Oh, yes. You won't believe it, how happy I am. You just don't believe. I mean, I honestly think, to be honest with you, I think they had already gotten him. It's just a matter of time. People are going to start seeing it, you know, but everything's been happening. But, yeah, it needed to happen, Eric. It needed to happen just because of the people. They just needed their freedom, you know. And Cuba is actually very happy for them too. They're extremely happy. I have a cousin that lives in Cuba, and she's lived there for over 60 years. My her daddy just died. Her mama, well, her mama died. Her daddy died in Cuba, and her daughter lives here in the States, in Florida, and what you call it, and she is in Cuba because she did not want to leave, because of her dad. She told me, I'm not leaving here until my dad passes away. And so now she's basically stuck there. She can't come here, but it's just the regime that they have been under for such a long time. It's very sad. It's very traumatizing, and I feel for her. Like, I talked to her yesterday. I was checking up on her. I'm like, I want to see how you were doing, because I'm not talking to her since her daddy died. And she was like, she says, girl, I can't say nothing. They check everything, they monitor everything. So I couldn't talk to her, basically anything that had to do with, politics is concerned. And all she would tell me, it was the funniest thing. All she would tell me was like, oh, just talk to Maggie and Robert, which was my uncles. Talk to your uncles. They'll tell you, why I can't talk. And, it's just, it's sad. It's really, really sad that, she says she bought a dozen eggs from the store because, they give you a list. This is how it is. They give you a list, and then that list of groceries for a household has to last you about 2 months. And so she says she bought eggs, whatever she could find that they had there that day. And half of her eggs were all broken. And, well, no, they were like the egg was stuck to the shell and had blood in it. And she said she was like so mad. She said, I was about to throw them on the floor. I was so upset because, that's all she eats. Like, she relies on that, on the eggs. And she just got like a little bit of chicken yesterday, she said. But, I mean, it's so sad. It's really sad. And what just happened, what just people are watching here that's happening, it's just, it's great news. It's great news for everybody. It really is. Yep, it's a very tough situation. Our country, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, our country saved her people. And they're going to continue. Well, she's not from Venezuela. She's Cuban. But it's the same thing. There's no income in Cuba. They're basically like, today you have power, tomorrow you don't. That's just how it is. So, I mean, you can keep your fridge cold, but like in an hour or two, you may just have no power, and that's just how it is. And they have to imagine what happens when your fridge goes out for a long period of time. It starts throwing out, right? All the water, like, starts throwing out. So she's got to, every time that happens, she's got to clean all the water. And it's just like, and then comes right back on again, It's crazy. It's really, it's sad. It's sickening. And, I just don't wish that on anybody, to be honest with you. I don't wish it on anybody what they are going through. And they were doing the same thing in Venezuela. It was the same dictatorship. The same exact dictatorship. So, I can't hear. Let me see. Jeff says, yes, thank you. Squilly says, it says, what is you? Oh, yes. Just disregard that question, guys. If you're just popping on, I'm so sorry. I do not know how to take that off. Okay, I'm gonna delete it actually. Hang on. I finally found out something how to do. Okay, there we go. Okay, so my question is, if you're just popping on here, here it is. Let me add it. Question is, that's a good question. It's asking, do you believe in aliens? There we go. But actually, the question was, this is just another question. It actually helps you with these questions. YouTube helps you out. But one of my questions was actually the first one was, what is your favorite topping on a taco? What's your favorite topping? Beef tongue. You like beef tongue? Oh, I've never had beef tongue, but just the thought of it, it makes me cringe. It makes me cringe. Yes. You said that, yes, we all have all kinds of aliens. That's funny. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Eric? Jeff says it tastes like beef. Oh, really? Yeah, someone told me that it does. It tastes like beef. I have a friend of mine because I have a lot of Mexican friends at work, and they told me it's super delicious. I'm like, okay, I just can't. I can't do beef tongue. I can't. Just the thought of it, I can't. You taste it. Oh, mm-mm-mm. No, not for me. No. Yeah, but I have heard it's actually really, really good. Maybe if I don't know what I'm eating, right? You dress it up nicely. I do not know what I'm eating. I'll probably, I'll give it to you. I mean, I'll have it. I'll try it, but just the thought of it. You know, this happened to my mom. My mom when she was little in Spain, in Cuba, because she grew up in Cuba. She was born there, and she said her mama gave her frog legs. She had frog legs, and she had no idea they were frog legs. So she ate the frog legs, you know, like nothing. And then her mom was like, "Do you know what you're eating?" And she's like, "No." She's like, "Oh, it's chicken, right?" And she's like, "No, it's frog legs." And she said she just about flipped. She said she never had, I don't think she even had chicken ever in her life because she just the thought, you know? So, yeah. All right, let's have us a second cup of coffee, shall we? Black coffee. I already have my espresso this morning. Cafecito with foam and honey. Now we're going to have us another cup of coffee because I just realized somebody made a cup of coffee and it was just sitting in my coffee machine. And I think it was my son. He didn't get a chance to drink it before he went to school. What? You mean it tastes like beef? Not that I taste like beef. Bojack says, what are your thoughts on the immigration things happening in the USA? Bojack, you know, that happens to be the question of the day. I think we're all concerned for each other. And, you know, I love that all of you are so concerned about every single one of us. And that is amazing. That means, you know, something good is happening. Hey, Badger, how are you? Grand Rising, friend. Beef tongue tastes like beef. Wow. That's a revelation. Who would have think? Yeah, you know, I've never had. Well, have you had beef tongue, Badger? There's Badger here, guys. He normally goes live on what is it? Sundays 11 o'clock and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Guys, right here on YouTube. Check him out. Check Badger out. He's amazing too. If you want to see somebody else cook, hey, maybe Badger cooks you that beef tongue. I've never had beef tongue. No. Nope. I can't do it. I can't. But I'm sure a lot of you like to have some. Give me give me, you're tired, you're poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse to your teeming shore. Send these homeless. I don't understand that question. That is at the bottom of the Statue of Liberty. Yeah. I don't understand your question. You may have to rephrase that again because I don't understand it. Jeff says, will frog legs taste like chicken? They do. They absolutely do. Jason told me about that. Tuckerverse, my husband, he's also a streamer here. He has had his share of frog legs. All right, guys? I won't even dare to cook them. My kids, they like frog legs. They eat them at grandma's house. I don't cook frog legs. No, sir. I don't. Badgers, a couple of times it's skinning the membrane off the tongue. Oh, okay. It's not worth it, right? No. Is it tough? People say here it tastes like beef. I mean, does it shred like beef, or does it cook more like a steak? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to avoid anybody's conversation. I'll get back to that question. I know the messages are just going crazy here. To California. Well, thank you for that, Alvin. What are revelation? What are revelation, Jeff? What do you mean? You have to elaborate a little bit on that question. Okay. All right. So I already gutted out the tomato. 2 tomatoes that we diced. And I gutted out the insides. Those are going to be treats for the chickens. And I have shredded lettuce ready. For those of you just hopping on, this is what I've been doing. I've been actually, it was not on the live stream. I cheated, guys. I cheated. I started earlier today. So there you have it. I've got the organic grass-fed beef with sauteed it with some olive oil, some onions, some garlic. I had some chili beans, which is what I had, and black beans. You can use any of your favorite beans, guys. Make it amazing. You can even add corn to this if you like. And I made some rice. And so they can make up burritos. They can eat it with a fried egg. Like my kids loves it with fried egg too, the rice. However you guys want to. And, oh yeah. And what else? What else I was going to show you? What else have we done today? Oh, and I was going to show you that cast iron skillet Badger. This is the one hubby got me the other day at Dollar General. They actually carry Lodge. They carry it. Lodge has a lot of cast iron pans. If you check out his channel, he is amazing. So those are that's going to be perfect to make paninis, sourdough paninis. All right. Try adding beets to salsa. You tried adding beets to salsa? Oh, I love beets. Now, some of my kids won't eat beets, but I love beets. I love roasted beets. I love pickled beets. I love them all. I'm making you hungry. Brooke, you're still here. Yay! Brooke is here, guys. She also has a channel. Y'all check her out. I gotta get Lucy in. She hears a plane. She hears the plane. She hears the plane, Mama. Mama. All right, let's get Lucy in. She just went about her business. She just went about her business. She's ready to come in. Are you ready, girl? You ready, girl? Girl ready. Girl's ready. Tamales. Ay, qué rico. Tamales. Brody says tamales. I love me some tamales. I haven't had tamales in probably years. Tamales are great. They're very, very, very good. Very, very good. So anyways, guys, from start to finish, I would like to be on here longer. But unfortunately, I'm probably going to stay here for about 10 more minutes. And then I got to start, doing my thing. I got to start putting laundry away and making the beds. So when they get home, those kids get, hopefully go to sleep on time. Daddy be here. It'll be daddy's mess tonight. I'll be at work. So, yeah. But anyway, we'll just chat on here for a little while. Got 10 more minutes. And then, yeah, we'll do something. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Wednesday, right? I don't even know what I'm going to make tomorrow. I do have some sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes. I'm thinking of making maybe some roasted sweet potatoes. Maybe some, let's see, what can we make? Roasted sweet potatoes. Maybe we can make some, because we already had beef today. Maybe some chicken breast. And what else can we do? The bok choy. I need to make the bok choy. Ching ching, guys. Boo. Why? Why are you saying boo? Oh, you're scaring me? Where do I work? That's a little personal information, but I hope your MRI goes well. What do you mean, Brody? The dog is doing good. She's doing good. She's on her bed. That sounds like great in ramen. Oh, okay. You're talking about the bok choy? Yeah. Bok choy, yeah, see, hubby don't like nothing to do with ramen noodles. I don't like them either, guys. Even though I must tell you, okay, I grew up, this was back in 2005 when I was living alone with my sister, before I even met my husband. I survived with ramen noodles, okay? Let's just say I wasn't going to make a big meal for me and my sister, even though we did splurge here and there, the weekends. But, for the most part, if it's just you and somebody else, you don't want to make a big meal like I normally do for my kids every day. So I would just warm me up some ramen noodles, right? And I would add cheese on them. So they were like cheesy noodles. And so I grew up drinking that, eating that, because I love their broth. And I survived with that, guys. I survived with that Monday through Friday. That's what I would do. They were cheap. It filled me up. And it was just convenient at the time. But then I started doing research, right? And then I started using discernment, right? And I started checking things and, wonder where it came from, how it was made, the ingredients and all the things. And then I was like in shock. I don't think I've ever made them again. My kids, though, they're like, Mom, I want ramen noodles. And I'm like, sweetheart, I love to make them for you because your mama, and I've told them this, Your mama grew up eating these things. Like, not grew up because I was older, but they're not good for us. And it just, you have to teach them that they are things that may be good, but they are not good for us. So they still do it every now and then. Whenever they get any funds, any money from grandma, they'll get ramen noodles. But it's not good. It's really not good. But all you can do is plant that seed, right? All you can do. Yeah, it is extremely high. It is. But you see, that's what I would eat. I would eat that before work, and then I won't come home till, because see, most of the time I used to work when I was living alone. I used to work as a CNA, and I used to take care of the elderly, right, in a assisted living facility. And so that would last me hours, because I had nights I had to do a double because somebody didn't show up or, whatnot. So that would last me hours. And then the only thing I would drink at work was coffee or water. So, but nowadays, you see these kids nowadays, they want ramen noodles, and then they want mac and cheese, and then and when you start thinking about it, you're adding all this calories and salt and, garbage, really garbage. Yes, I am. Thank you, Brooke. I am married to Tuckerverse. Yep, absolutely. And I think actually Tuckerverse has learned a lot from me. Let me tell you guys. Let's just be clear here. My husband, Tuckerverse, has learned a ton from me, because a lot of things he didn't even know either. And, I've been showing him, and he's sort of done the same thing, So he's putting away, because when I first met him, not because of anything, but he was a lot bigger. He was way bigger. Of course, it took a little while for him to lose the weight, but he had to do it on his own. And the fact that he had to see for himself the things that are good and that are bad. But I mean, I'm not going to tell you he don't drink a couple of, Dr. Peppers, because he does. And, I'm not going to tell you he doesn't eat fries, because he does. He likes fries. He likes, but he knows, what it does to you. And that's all it is. You have to know, you have to be aware of, the things that are involved and all the things. So you're not just like blindly just, eating the things. You have to take, I guess the word for that is, what is the word? You have to take accountability for your actions. And I think we all need to, really, as a society, we all need to start taking accountability for things, and knowing that if you eat something that it's bad, something's going to happen to you. I mean, you're going to get bellyache, or, and that's what it's all about. So I think 2026, I think it's going to be about accountability. What y'all think? It's all about accountability. Timur, I'll fix you a plate. I got that nose food. That's funny. You'll fix me a plate. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, beautiful. What makes you an alien? Will be intelligent like humans? Yeah, that's the question, guys. We're just hopping on. The question here is, do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in aliens? The green man with the big fingers. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. You remember that? Who remembers that? What's that show? What's that show back in the 90s? I'm trying to think of it. I know you guys watched it. For anybody here that's a millennial, y'all know that show that I'm talking about. I'm trying to think of the name. Oh my gosh. I can't think of it right now. It's in the tip of my tongue. Who can remember that show? X-Files. The X-Files. Who remembers the X-Files? I believe in Argatha. What is Argatha? I don't know what that is. How is it going? How's it going, Lidgy? El Cajón del Ocho. Never heard of that. Think alien will be anything shown in movies, right? El Chavo. Depends what kind of alien you're talking about. Nowadays, you got to be so careful with the words. Like, seriously. Because it just, I mean, people would just like change them around, and it's just, Francisco says me. So you remember, Francisco, the X-Files? You remember, huh? There's more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. Every star has many planets orbiting. There's like 100% alien life is out there. Yep. I do believe, I'm a strong believer that, that's funny, that last comment. I'm a strong believer that we do have different civilizations that we live in with, okay, that we do not know about, okay? And I do think so. And I think a lot of them are living with, amongst us. And some of them are going to be revealed. For those of you that believe in the Galactics and the Galactic Confederation, you'll know that these things are going to be revealed to us. And if you read the book of Enoch, that's also in the Bible, it talks a lot about that. It even talks about angels. Like, seriously, I thought angels were actually just divine beings that had wings, human structure that had wings. And then I came to find out, reading the book of Enoch, that that they're actually not. There's I'm trying to think of the name, cherubim, and a lot of them are like orbits. They look like orbits, right? And they have like an eye on them. They're like mystical type that God created. So, we just have to be open to the thought that God did create different civilizations and different types of people. Aliens won't show up on Earth because, oh my God, that is a funny question though. That's a funny response. You said that, Savia. Celtic says, "Are you American?" Celtic. Does it matter? You watch Avengers. Do you like Thor? Do you watch Avengers? Celtic, my husband did. He loves Avengers. He loves anything that has to do with characters like that. Like, he'll watch every single, let me see, Avengers. Oh, Lord. It started with WWE, and then he's worked his way with Avengers, X-Men, Wonder Woman. He's just watched about everything. That's comical. Thank you, Sabian. But yeah, I was to respond to that question. To respond to that question, Celtic, I was born in Spain, right? My parents are Cuban. And I came to the States when I was like 10 years old. So I guess I am an American, right? I am an American. And I've lived here for, God knows, 44 years so far. You ain't Celtic. You said, no, I'm not Celtic. No. Oh, you're talking to Celtic NBA. Never mind. Tiger says, permission to goon. What is that? Permission to goon. But thank you, Savia. Thank you for the hundreds. El Dorado says, show your 6. What is that? Anyways, guys, I hate to cut it short, but Frank says, John Vincent donated. Thank you, Frank. Anyways, I'm going to hop off on here, but I would love talking to you guys more. I can always go live. I'll probably go live tomorrow because I got to go to work after this. I got to make my kids' beds and got their fresh sheets out of the dryer, put them on, and then I got to start getting ready for work. And so I'll be on here. You too. True. I'll be on here tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'll be here. If you don't see me at 10, I'll be here at 11. Okay? But that's about the same time that I'm normally here. So for those of you that are new, please subscribe to my channel. Like and subscribe so you can get notified when I hop on tomorrow. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, right? I love you, friends.